Happy to welcome you all people. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. All people want to be happy in their life, irrespective of any race and country and demographic differences. Most people will tell, both in motivation classes and inspirational classes, one should be more happy. But can we be happy only by listening to all these things, or is there a GPS? I'm 68 years old now. I got a PhD in Kathopanishad, and there are so many insights, so many GPS to know, to understand how to be happy. And I'm more happy to share with you because these are the GPS which is required in present days. You all must be knowing there should be some motivational people, a motivational person to tell how to be happy in life. That's most important. A small 2 seconds I will take it. I am Dr. Prakash. I am a chairman of Life Celebrations, a work-life coach and keynote speaker and faculty development programmer. I will give one live example to you so that it is enough to inspire you, and he doesn't need any introduction. He is a keynote speaker, he is a motivational speaker, he is an inspirational speaker and a business coach. He is Dr. Bindra. He is an unique model for an unique quote. What is that unique quote? Arise, awake, stop not till you reach goal. This is a quote, and he is a synonymous for the quote. Okay. It is Kathopanishad Adhyaya 1, Valli 2 and Mantra 14. Arise, awake, stop not till you reach goal. People see only the glamour in the YouTube videos, whatever he tells and he talks. But very few people know how he came to this level, facing different difficulties and problems and hurdles to this stage. So I studied some part of his life in the conversation with so many people. So I compiled this for you, and this will be definitely serving an example for you, even at the odd cost of being your top in the organization. You have to do certain things which people hesitate to do. Okay. And now Dr. Bindra has got 17.9 million subscribers. Let me stress again, 17.9 million subscribers from different parts of the world, not only from India, you see, from whole part of the world globe, you see, he has got these followers. Okay. His target is 300% growth every year. He has fixed his target that there will be a 300% growth every year. Okay. Now, Dr. Bindra had a very disturbed childhood. It was not so comfortable. He lost his father when he was young, and he could not be with his mother in the younger days. Okay. Now, he was studying MBA in the Amity University. For a second year, he was supposed to go to the London School of Business. Second year, he was supposed to go to the London School of Business. But Dr. Vivek could not afford expenses to go to London School of Business. He was disappointed. But he converted that disappointment into a challenge. Friends, we all get disappointed at one way or another, both personal and professional, but this should be converted into a challenge. Why it should not has happened now? How to overcome these particular difficulties? This is the first part A of the GPS. You take a challenge. If you take it a problem, the mind will start, again guessing so many things, plus and all, plus minus, what are the viabilities, what is the statistics. This mind goes on that is. If you take it a challenge, the whole part of your personality comes and helps you. 100% of you will be taking as a challenge, means they cooperate with you. Most important. Then he developed a passion to educate students who cannot afford. He thought, it's London School of Business, I cannot go, So what? You see, other people who are staying in India, who cannot afford to get a good education, let me educate with him. Very great lesson from a successful person. In next phase of life, earlier he was just giving some tuitions and all things. In the next phase of life, you see, he became a monk for 4 years. He was monk for 4 years. Okay, those 4 years made him a man of a steel. The discipline, life of a particular staying in ashram, that you know that is one has to get up 4:35 o'clock and he has to take a bath and he has to be ready for a prayer and he has to be ready for the assignment what the head of the ashram gives to you. You see, it is not scripted. It is told you today you go there, today you do that. That you have to deliver that particular things. Okay. Now he delivered speeches in several institutions on Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Those discourses are secret of his refined articulations and eloquence. See, friends, whenever you see Vivek Bindra on a stage, you see, with upbeat energy and all those things, you see, but his articulations are so perfect, so inspiring, and eloquence comes as a matter of fact to him. He did not struggle anything. Eloquence is a part of his personality, part of his tongue, part of his mouth, part of his personality. His upbeat energy, of course, everybody knows, it is well known to the listeners. One fine day, his Guruji told him that he has to leave monkhood. Now 4 years is enough now. Now you go to the outside world and whatever you are doing it here, do in the outside world. That was a Guruji's word, not his decision. So he said, you see, you can make changes in the effectively from the lives of the less privileged people. Okay. He opened an office. He opened an office of one room to attract and hire best talent, because he wanted to open a training classes in the different organizations. So he wanted to hire the best talent. So he opened an office with one room. Many interview people have not joined Dr. Vivek's firm, because seeing that one room, with a minimum infrastructures, even one AC also was not there in particular office. So they attended the interview, they got selected, but they are not reported. Then he shifted to a new office. From old office, he shifted to a new office, but it did not have washroom. An office should have a minimum washroom. One washroom is a must for most of the offices in the beginning level also. Dr. Vivek instructed to his staff to go to a public washroom at a particular time. He said, okay, you are joined with me, let us work together, but you go to public washroom at a particular time. They all said, okay. Before his staff entered a public toilet, Dr. Vivek Bindra personally cleaned toilet. Friends, I'm pausing for a minute. You see, Dr. Vivek Bindra was a chairman or a CEO or the founder of an organization. He cleans the toilet. See his down-to-earth qualities. To create a positive atmosphere in and around, you see, he washed the washrooms. He cleaned in the washrooms. Sorry. Okay. Later, he shifted to other office. First office, single room, no AC, basic infrastructure also is not there. Second office is open, there is no washroom. Now third office, it has one washroom. One more problem. Unfortunately, the washroom pipes had some leakages. Water was not sufficient to flush up also. So Dr. Bindra, you see, he didn't crumble, or he said, I will call the plumber, and it is a matter of fact, you see, the quality of the pipe is like that and all these things. You please kindly cooperate for a few days and let me see what best I've done. These are all things he never told to any of his subordinate or the office people. He just climbed the terrace where the water tanks are kept. There were 4 main water tanks, one small tank connected to the washroom. The pipe from that washroom, from the tank, it is connected to the washroom. He kept buckets 4 big tanks upstairs, collected water from the big tanks, and he poured that in the washroom, which in the tank which connected to the washroom. This is how Dr. Vivek Bindra assured that his washroom is update and it is reachable to the people. Now, Dr. Vivek used to pay a salary to the staff on 7th of a month. I told 2-3 incidents. Now I am coming to the 4th incident, that how his positive outlook is there, how his commitment is there to deliver what has been said. Okay, now he's paying staff on your salary on the 7th of every month. Once all of the 4 contracts of the corporates were cancelled and their project was discontinued. They had got a lot of projects, but unfortunately they got discontinued, and consequently his training program also got cancelled, and he was not getting a good part of a payment from other companies. So he was in need of the money. He was stumbling. So what Vivek Bindra has he told to his staff, you see, this is a matter of fact, we didn't get a contact, you see, you all understand what is the stage of a company, you please cooperate for 3 or 4 months, you see, some other contact will come, some money will come, I'll pay you a salary. No, he didn't tell anything to his staff initially. So he has sold his house. I'm taking a pause. He has sold his house just to pay the salary to his staff on 7th of each month. Most important, this reflects what Dr. Vivek Bindra is there. It reflects his character. It reflects his mindset, that what commitment has been made, it has to be honored. Important. Then his employees knew orders were cancelled and they did not insist for salary. The employees also came to know because the orders were cancelled, and now they also were slightly sensible. They also didn't insist that salary has to be paid. But even then, Vivek Bindra sold his house and he paid to the salary to all the people on 7th of next month. Once Vivek Bindra wanted to conduct a workshop at Ghaziabad on Friday. He was in Delhi. He was hospitalized on Monday for some small acidity problem. He has been admitted to hospital. Doctor assured that he will be discharged next day, that is on Tuesday. But due to persistence of that particular acidity, he could not be discharged on Tuesday, but he was not discharged even on Friday also. Friday he is supposed to conduct one workshop at Ghaziabad. Ghaziabad is 57.7 around 58 kilometers. In the morning, he requested the doctors, please release me for few hours. Again, I'll come myself and admit, because I had to honor a commitment. I had to conduct a workshop. Somehow he has persuaded the doctors to discharge for a few hours, and an insulin has been put to his hands, and he traveled 57.7 kilometers in the ambulance. In the ambulance, he has traveled to honor a commitment. Audience did not make any difference except Dr. Vivek Bindra sitting on a chair. His performance, his energy doesn't matter. He was as usual in his own particular souls, in his own charts. Only difference, he was sitting on a chair. He conducted effortlessly, and there was a standing ovation from the audience. Now, Dr. Vivek Bindra is synonymous with the upbeat energy. We have seen what is energy. This energy doesn't come from Mars or the moon. Friends, it has come from the commitment to honor whatever he has made it. So that energy comes up to deliver the promises, what he has paid. Dr. Vivek Bindra's contribution to the field of cognitive and business is worth knowing and worth emulating. All of you people should study his biography to see his contribution, what he has done in spreading the knowledge in cognitive and the business also. His coach is a business coach in telling to the people how to escalate your business. What is your problems of the business can be solved, irrespective of production or the service. Now, it is a time rather we will join our hands. We'll join our hands to applaud for Dr. Bindra's inspiring life. If you see this, you see any person instantly he feels inspired that if this is the factor, if this is the difficulties, what Vivek Bindra could have been successfully overcome, why can't me? Why can't I? This is a question to be asked. And now, to end it, you see, he promised to make a positive difference, both in cognitive and business scales, business fields, and he delivered with a grace. Most importantly, I will underline into inverted comma, he delivered with a grace. That grace needs an applaud. That grace needs that it is to be recognized. At least I will remember now and then in my prayers that Dr. Vivek Bindra should get the best possibilities in his future to train more people cognitively and to train more business people also. Friends, happy to share such a motivating and inspiring real events in next video so that you can connect it, you can sync with the present models, so you also can be inspired rather than reading one particular stanza, one particular word, and telling the translation and transliteration and telling the meaning of it. See, it doesn't sync. Friends, it doesn't sync because it's not connected to your life. It is just like reading a chemistry, physics, and mathematics, an academic part of it. Unless and until such kind of people are there who have overcome the difficulties, who are in front of you, and that is a history. Now you connect to the history, and I told the latest history. Please follow on next video to share such kind of videos, models in future also. Always take care and blessings. Namaste.